Over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Parker with the steal. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Chicago?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Chicago also making some changes. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis, and Ivey subbed in for Oubre. Jones, the pass to Washington. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
MP against Levine. MP kicks to Ivey. Here's Parker. Stolen by Levine. McCain gets a wide-open look. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes for Philadelphia. The 76ers leading by 12. Taking a look at the Bulls. Patrick Williams is out there with Oubre. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's MP. And it's Giddey in at the point guard. Outside, Maxey. With the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. Maxey's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
I love that shot right there. Maxey's showing you he's got one of the best floaters in the entire league.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
From deep, Washington drills the three-pointer. Washington's got 6.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately. Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Edgecombe, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. This team is firing on all cylinders, with the win streak tying the Heat's 2013 record of 27 wins. How many more wins will they be able to string together?
Yeah, look, I've been on some teams that had some great runs. It is so hard because you have to be talented. You've got to be 100% bought in, but then you also need some luck. 50-50 balls bouncing your way. They're getting all of that and then some.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. There's great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
The 76ers leading by 6. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Maxey against Giddey. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
It's Parker outside. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist.
3 points.
Giddey's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Maxey kicks to Washington. No good on the triple. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-7 run. Back to MP. Offline with his three. Pass to Maxey. A three ball. And that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Bulls.
I only have 2 words.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Cole is out there with Edwards. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Maxey kicks to Bull. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. And here's Maxey outside.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Parker outside for the lead. Maxey grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Philadelphia's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. They get it again. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Off target from outside.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And you see the bench react as that layup doesn't drop. That's not exactly what they were expecting.
Maxey kicks the ball. Pass to Edgecombe. Just fine. He makes it look easy.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, Maxey. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And there's Edwards on the assist by Maxey. And the 76ers lead by 1. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Giddey finds Kessler. Parker banked in off.
On a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Edgecombe with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Washington's checked in for Philadelphia. Dean comes in for Bol Bol. And the Bulls making a change also. Ivy's checked in for Josh Giddey. And again, Chicago, no good.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
From deep, Maxey hands it from downtown. Maxey's got 10 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Parker outside, a rebound by Washington. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Levine with it, and it's Buzelis picking him up. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
Here's MP, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is part of his development. MP will learn how to draw fouls and go get those freebies at the line.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Edwards. Jared McCain comes in for Edgecombe. And Jones subbed in for Maxey. Then for the Bulls, Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Williams comes in for Buzelis. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Oubre.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
And here's Washington outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Parker. Getting it done against contact. It's MP.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here's Levine. Here's McCain. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he...
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Patrick Williams. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Mitchell. And Parker's subbed in for Ivy. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the playing with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. So for Chicago right now, Josh Giddey is out there with Parker. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Kessler in at the center.
And for a young player like MP, it's all about establishing good habits. Get yourself into a routine. Those will help you have a long career. After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
And he banks the layup in.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
The 76ers trail by 5. Up top, Maxey. Count the basket.
Yeah, that's a big shot by Maxey. He really has a sense for the moment.
Chicago leading by 3. MP fires. Missed on the 3. The 76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Terrific shooting.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Yeah, count it.
Well, he might be young, but it's easy to see why they go to MP when they need a big-time bucket.
Maxey against Giddey. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
So poised in these situations. Let's see Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
will be against VJ Edgecombe. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Parker with Maxey covering. Oh, good on the layup. 76ers trailing. To take the lead. Chips it up. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Embiid plays it in off the window.
To see MP step up in clutch situations is so impressive. He clearly already has that key.
Maxey, took it.
Well, you gotta love all that confidence. Maxey with the biggest bucket of the night.
Now Giddey. Embiid. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And we got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Against Maxey. Diving in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Oh, yeah, you're looking at one of the fastest players in the league. If Maxey has any daylight, he is going to be able to draw contact. Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up. That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
No good there.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And this team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
It's tipped. Edgecombe with the steal. Here's Bull. Puts up the 3. Off target from outside. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And Greg, as a former point guard in this league, give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic. I'd say CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
They got Walker Kessler. Josh Giddey is out there with Parker. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Booz Ellis in at the power forward. Again, what an avalanche!
And how many times have we seen him fill it up this season? It seems like he's scoring 50 every night.
That gives him the 4th most 50-point games in a single season. What a milestone.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
Here's MP. Outside Oubre. Now MP. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Maxey against Giddey. And it's sent back by Kessler. MP. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Maxey looking it over. Strong move off the glass.
Maxey showing you a tremendous amount of fight to get that one to go.
MP. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Maxey off the glass.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's MP. Oh, that's a monster jam by MP.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here, looking for his own offense, generating great results.
Maxey. And he misses the J.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
And that one is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 9.
Put your hands together for your Philadelphia 76ers TNT.
Here's Maxey. It's deflected.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Got it to go off the glass.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
7-second difference, shot in game clock. Maxey fired. And get the 3.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime. And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
Now let's go courtside with Jennifer Quintana.
MP, you broke the 60-point barrier. You carried your team to victory. How? After all that, do you have the energy to stand here for an interview?
Wow, this feels good. Listen, Coach always says he makes us practice hard so that we got plenty in the tank when it counts. If they told us, hey, play another 48 right now, I promise you, I'd give them another 60-piece like it was warm-up.
You make it look easy. Well done tonight, MP.
Yeah, it was light work. Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. And that'll do it.
Spring, but I clean the glass, no wingman. This thing here, they ain't Jordan Brown swing, man.